Hi guys! So real quick, for the ones that don't know me, I'm just going to make this really short and quick. A little over 2 years ago, I started traveling around the States in my Jeep. At first, I was towing a travel trailer. The travel trailer was just way too much on me and my Jeep. I'm not going to get into all that. So I don't have the travel trailer anymore. So September 1st of last year, 2022, I actually started living inside of my Jeep. So I took out the back seat of my Jeep, I built it out and everything, and I've just been living in my Jeep. I am a solo female traveler, so I do this alone by myself with my little 5-pound dog. So I feel a lot safer sleeping inside the Jeep than I would in a rooftop tent or in a little camper or anything like that. So on this video today, I wanted to share with you guys what I've done to my Jeep. I've changed the inside of my Jeep around 4 times. I think this time is my final time because I'm pretty happy and content with the way it looks right now. So right now I am at my aunt's house in Texas. I came here to take a little break and also so I could remodel the inside of my Jeep, and I'm about to get back on the road now. But I am a full-time traveler. I live in my Jeep full-time. Everything that I own is inside of this Jeep, and so it's my home on wheels. So I'm pretty excited on what I've done to the Jeep this time around. I wanted to have more storage space because I have OCD pretty bad. One of the things that I've always wanted for the inside of my Jeep was a drawer system. Now, I do have, my Jeep is lifted. It has a 3.5-inch lift with 37-inch tires. Yes, I have re-geared my Jeep. You know, I've done all the upgrades and everything. Pretty much everything on my Jeep is upgraded. Everything underneath the hood, except for the engine, is all upgraded. The fan, the radiator, thermostat, everything, the exhaust system. I've upgraded pretty much everything on my Jeep just to make me travel easier and safer. So with me having the lift and the big tires, my biggest concern is weight. So I'm very careful about how much weight I put in the Jeep and on the Jeep. So the drawer system, I really tossed a lot up in my head, because if I would have built a drawer system, that would have been wood. Wood is heavy. If I would have put those metal drawer systems that they have and make, that would have added some weight. Metal is heavy. So I'm excited to show you guys what I did for the drawer system that I have in my Jeep now. It's amazing. So let's see my Jeep. Okay, it's pretty much cleared out. I just need to get these bags down, and I'm gonna wash those bad boys. I'm gonna take this carpet up, throw it away, figure something else to put on top of it. I'm thinking like some kind of tile or something on top of that wood. And then yeah, my Jeep's a hot mess right now. Gotta clean it. Little one's hair is all over the place. Okay, so I got these drawers for the inside of my Jeep, and as you guys know, I'm trying to do this new rebuild the cheap way and the lightest way. So meaning I want light drawers. This is why I didn't go with wooden drawers. So I got these for a pretty good deal on Amazon, good old Amazon, and I don't want them to be white. They look so plain. So my fridge that I have is gray, and then the flooring that I put in my Jeep is gray. So I went and got some gray spray paint. And then I'm going to put stickers all over them because I like stickers. Alright guys, time to show you guys what I've done to the inside of my Jeep so far. Sorry I did not film myself while I was doing all of this, but I'm trying to redo the inside of my Jeep in 100 and something degree temperatures in hot, humid Texas right now. So I was pouring sweat. Didn't look the best. So I wasn't going to film it. I'm just trying to get this done. And then actually right now it is 7 o'clock in the morning while I'm filming this part right here. So I literally just woke up, threw some clothes on so I could come out here and film what I've done so far. Hence the bags under my eyes. But it's pretty rough during the day, so I'm trying to do this all early right now. So I've gotten a lot of work done. The platform that I have right here, I actually raised that about 2.5 inches. I raised this platform. That's what these little add-ons are right there. And then I'm trying to make this, I wanted to be a little bit more organized with this new build that I'm doing. So I wanted to have drawers. I see a lot of vehicles where they build drawers like with wood, or they put the metal drawers in. For me, I'm trying to do it the lightest and cheapest way possible. So I thought if I was to get those metal drawers or to build the wooden drawers, it's going to be a little bit heavier. And I'm trying to avoid doing heavy stuff for my Jeep. So I went the lighter way and cheaper way of the drawer system. So these drawers right here, this one's on top right now so I could just show you guys. But I have two, and the two drawers are going to go in here because they just slide out. So I'm going to have a drawer system. So this one right here, I'm going to have for clothes that I'm normally using and stuff. So for like the winter time, my winter clothes will be in here. Summertime, my summer clothes will be in here. And then vice versa. And then the clothes that I don't use, like during the winter time, my summer clothes will go in these storage bags right here. And I have one on each side. So, because I'm not using those clothes, so they'll just be in those storage bags. As you guys know, my kitchen is always in the back of the Jeep. So here's my tailgate table that I put my stove on and make my coffee on. You know, it flips down and everything. And then my fridge is actually going to go right here. So this is always my kitchen area when I cook and everything. So this drawer right here that will go under here, which will also pull out, is all my kitchen stuff. Now before my kitchen stuff, before this rebuild, the way I had it set up before, I had those plastic containers, and I literally had 2 different containers for kitchen stuff. One container was just my dry food and stuff like that, and then the other container was just kitchen stuff. So yeah, so now everything is just all together in one drawer. And it's a cloth material, but it has a hard bottom on the bottom, so it's sturdy and light. So I got these off of Amazon. These are perfect. So then also, like I said, this is where my fridge that I had before, I had a 36-liter Dometic fridge, and it was up there behind my driver's seat. So now I have sold my big fridge because it's just me, and I got a smaller fridge. And so now I'm going to have the fridge back here in the back. It's going to be right here, and which is perfect because now I'll have my fridge back here where the kitchen area is. Once I get it all together and everything, and it's all completely set up, obviously I'll film what the whole entire thing looks like. I just wanted to film what I've done so far right now. So then, because I'm trying to make this little space right here, because it is my home, I'm trying to make it look like a home. So that, yeah, I mean, I live in my Jeep, so I just want it to be as homely as possible for me. So I went and got some tile. So I have tile put on top of the platform, which I thought was really cute. And actually the tile is only like $1 per square per tile at Lowe's. And it didn't take that much to do the top of that platform. I think it was like 15 tiles is what I bought. So this is the exciting thing that I've done. So let's see if I can try to show you guys this. So my carpet that's down here, on my carpet, I actually pulled all my carpet up and I insulated. I'll do a little walk around of all this because it's kind of hard to show you guys when I'm doing selfie mode right now. So I pulled up all my carpet and I put insulation underneath the carpet, and then I put the carpet back on. So my whole Jeep is now insulated, which is going to be good for the all the different weather. So especially during the winter time when it's cold, so it's going to keep the cold from coming in so much inside my Jeep. So I literally pulled all the carpet from the inside of my Jeep, insulated it. Before I did this, I actually found a car wash up the road, and they actually deep cleaned my Jeep because I was going to do it, but I'm glad they did it because number one, it's in the 100-degree temperatures here with really bad humidity, so I probably would not have done it as good as this car wash. But they scrubbed, shampooed my carpet, lifted up the carpet, and they got all the dirt and everything that was underneath the carpet, and they cleaned all that and everything before I could add the insulation in. So like they had my Jeep for over 2 hours. It was pretty bad. Okay, so one of my favorite areas of the whole entire Jeep is the back of the Jeep. Why? Because this is where I do my cooking, make my coffee, so on and forth. So I have a tailgate table right here, which just lifts up, lifts down, lifts up, down. I got that off of Amazon, and it was pretty cheap, and it was really easy to install. So that was good. Used to have a 36-quart Dometic fridge. Dometic fridges are amazing. But this time around, I sold that Dometic fridge, and I got this IceCo 20, I think it's 26 quarts. It's smaller. So it's just me, and I don't need such a huge fridge. And this one just works perfectly. I can use it as a freezer. I could use it as a fridge, or I can use it as a dual temperature zone, meaning one half can be a freezer and the other half can be a fridge. I really just wanted to downsize on my fridge and get something smaller because it freed up so much space with just getting a smaller fridge. So then back here, I don't know if you guys can see, right there, I do have a Yeti cooler. And the reason I have the Yeti cooler, well, first of all, we all know Yeti coolers are really good. But sometimes I'm going in the middle of these places, up in the mountains or the forest, or just in the middle of nowhere for a good period of time, and I just don't want to come back in town and everything. So I'm using that Yeti cooler as a backup cooler where I can just store some extra food and everything if I plan on being in some of these places for a long time. So when I'm not using the Yeti cooler for the extra food and everything, I actually can use it for some storage. So then I tried to make my Jeep as homely as possible because let's face it, it is my home on wheels. So I do live in my Jeep, and so I want to have that home feeling with my Jeep. So I do like little decorations. I got these little gnomes. I think that's cute. Okay, so these are my drawers that I have over here behind my driver's seat, and these are plastic drawers. There are 2 of them, and I just have them stacked on top of each other, where I glued the top one to the bottom one, and I got those off of Amazon too for pretty cheap. And then I just decorated them with my stickers because we all know that Sarah loves her stickers. So this is pretty handy. So this drawer, I have it where it comes out this way, so it's just kind of storage stuff that I need to get to when I'm standing outside of the Jeep. And then this one goes out that way for stuff that I could use when I'm inside of the Jeep. And then over here we have my water gallon or water jug. I think it's 3 gallons, I believe is what it is. So this is my water jug, and I have it velcroed onto the platform there. And then down here, that's all my cooking and kitchen stuff and coffee, obviously, because I love my coffee. And then if you guys remember from the videos before on how I had my Jeep, underneath there it was just filled with stuff, like just filled with things. And now I have like so much extra room down there because of me adding all these drawer systems now. And then I got these little drawers right here. This one has a bunch of my hot tea because I love hot tea. So I have, this is the small one, and when we go on the other side, we'll see the bigger one. But I got them as a set, and I think they were less than $20 off of Amazon. So all I had to do was just screw them into the platform there, and those are amazing. And then these bottles I got off of Amazon also, and this one is water, just regular water, and that one is my dish soap water. And so this is how I wash my dishes, and that saves me on so much water because I'm just squirting the dish water into the pots and pans and then rinsing them off with this water, and it saves a lot of water. So let's go see the other side. And then of course I have a fire extinguisher. Everyone that travels should have a fire extinguisher. Okay, this is my passenger side. So, here's that other drawer right there that I was telling you about. That's pretty nifty. It's a little bit bigger than that other drawer that's on the other side. And that holds a couple of things. And then my sleeping system, I'll just go over that just really quick. So, I try to keep my Jeep set up for all seasons. So meaning I don't want to have to, because everything that I own is inside this Jeep right here. I don't want to have to get a storage place to store stuff. So I want to be able to be prepared for every single season in my Jeep. So the bed is just basically underneath this sleeping bag, I have a wool blanket that goes over my mattress. And then this white comforter is actually an 800 fill count comforter. So just remember that. My sleeping bag is actually a 4-season sleeping bag. So the sleeping bag can go down to 0 degrees, or I can use it for a summertime sleeping bag. Meaning it has multiple layers inside this sleeping bag. And so for like the summertime, obviously what I'm gonna do is just take out some of those layers and just have a normal sleeping bag, and then I'll store those layers in my hard cases up there. And then during the winter time, obviously I'm just gonna put my layers back in. Now, I do camp in snow and in really cold temperatures because I love camping in the winter. I like it better than the summer. And so with me camping in really, really cold places with snow and the teen temperatures, then as you can imagine, it does get pretty cold. So I do have a heated blanket, and I put the heated blanket inside of my sleeping bag, and then that 800 fill count comforter that I showed you guys that's under here, I take that out and I put it on top of my sleeping bag, and I sleep pretty cozy. So then underneath this platform on this side right here, I have, that's how I get my power. That is a 1500 watt Jackery. So basically I'm using that Jackery though for my fridge, and I've already tested this out multiple times. So this 1500 watt Jackery that's down here, I had to get a 12 volt extension cord, and I have it ran all the way underneath my platform up into my fridge, but it keeps my fridge charged for 10 days, which is great. So that's another thing that I switched up on this build right here was the Jackery. I was traveling around and using a 500 watt Jackery on my 36 quart fridge, and then a 240 watt Jackery. So I was having to recharge my Jackeries every 2 days. Every 2 days. And then it takes like almost the whole entire day to get them charged. So that was a little annoying. So I had to do a lot of research and figure that out, because I didn't want to have to keep recharging my solar generators, because that's what a Jackery is. It was just a pain in the butt. So now this is so much better. And I also have two 200 watt solar panels that recharges my 1500 watt Jackery within 5 hours. Huge difference. That's a game changer right there. So then right here, this red thing, the red thing is called a WeBoost. That is a cell phone booster. So meaning I could be out in the middle of nowhere and have like 1 bar signal, 1 bar. And if I plug that in, put the antenna up there, it's gonna give me more bars. That's good. I've had that for a while and it definitely works. So I actually just installed it on this board right there, which is pretty cool. Up here, I got a little book holder thing, because I do like to read and stuff. So this goes right there. And then this is my other drawer that pulls out that I was telling you guys about on this side. And then because I like to make everything look homely, there's my little picture frame with my logo sticker on it. And that's Velcroed on top of the cooler also. So I'm able to just take it down, like when I'm using the actual cooler, I need to get inside the cooler. So then over here, these bags, well, here's my fan that just kind of hangs, and this fan is amazing. The only thing that sucks about this fan is A, it's old, and B, it takes batteries. So I'd much rather have one that I can use as a USB fan, but it works for right now. So then these bags right here, they are made specifically for Jeep, and I have one on that side too. It's just behind my cooler. So that's all extra storage for my clothes and everything. And that back there is also bags they make for Jeeps. And then my solar panel, I put one of the solar panels up there, and it fits perfectly. I've already been driving around for a while, and it stays up there perfectly. So I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering why that solar panel is up on the top. Well, one of the biggest things that you have to worry about when traveling like this is weight distribution. And that was one of the hardest things that I had to figure out for the past year, was the weight distribution. So I have the weight evenly distributed right now. And I have to say, I just did a trip a couple of hours away this past weekend, and it was the best my Jeep has ever driven. So I figured that out. So I had to put that solar panel up there for that weight to go on that side of the Jeep, because of what I have inside my hard cases and what I have inside my Jeep. I have to distribute that weight correctly. So my other solar panel will go down here on top of these drawers. The solar panels weigh 18 pounds a piece. I literally had to do the research on weight and everything. That is a big, big, big thing you have to put into consideration, is the weight distribution. Because otherwise, you're gonna be swaying on those roads. Especially me, with having a lifted Jeep and big tires. So yeah, that's my little setup. And I do have something else that I'm adding in a couple of days that I'm pretty excited about. This amazing company that I met is actually giving it to me, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. But it's a big, huge addition to my Jeep. No, it's not a rooftop tent. I don't do rooftop tents. So, but that's my little home on wheels. And as you guys can see, look at all these stickers. That's just all places that I've been in 1 year. I've been traveling around these states for 2 years, but 1 year living in my Jeep. I've been to a lot of places.